In related video about how RE in 2013 to 2014 Wii U games was very expensive. Of course, I did a response on that one. Another video that I did is showcasing and giving my thoughts on, I found some Nintendo published game, first party game on clearance in 2017. Anyway, with that, here it is. Me doing sort of giving my thoughts, doing a pickup. Remember those pickup video? Do people still do that? I don't know. Showcasing how I found some games from Nintendo, first party game, that are very cheap during clearance. Heck, there's even more that I found, i.e. Five Below. It is what it is there. So here it is. Hello guys, NautoAis. So it's gonna be another quick video. Basically, if you know today, December the 1st, of course, it's the release of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Nintendo Switch. So had some coupon for Best Buy, decided to buy it. I was thinking, should I get the $100 one even with the certificate, but I said, oh, you know what? By the time I decided, they were like, it's Nintendo, it's always hard to get them. But as of right now, you can actually order them, but it'll be a while to get them, to mail it to you or store pickup. It's like more than a week. So just saying there, it's up to you. But anyway, yeah, I just have to get the basic one. Got some certificate they use at Best Buy. So not bad game. One player, of course. Pro controller. Anime, I love anime. So basically, yeah. So anyway, what's this video about? It's not about Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's more of post Black Friday that I got. Believe it or not, if you're lucky enough, you go to Target, and if you follow Twitter like Cheap Ass Gamer, I think Wario64 and others, they kind of mentioned that there were some cheap games at Target. Well, I can vouch for it, and yeah, so I went to my local Target, some cool quote-unquote AAA games to half off, 50% off, all the way to, well, yeah, they're 50% off. So an example I can say is for the 3DS, I found that in my local Target is Yokai Watch 2 Flesh Soul for $20. Normally it's $40. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a Nintendo game. I do love collecting Nintendo game. I did play the first one, playing it. Here's an interesting part. If you watch the anime, okay, do apologize for the glare, but anyway. So this is a sequel, plays the same thing. $20, why not? It should be lower, but they're AAA game. You waited too long. Chances are someone else is gonna get it, yada yada yada, amiibo, yada yada yada. So of course, if you notice, you got Nathan and Katie, and in the video game, she is actually a main character, not the secondary like in the anime. I don't know why they did that, kinda whatever. So $20, Fleshy Soul. So of course, if there are two versions. So of course, I went to my local GameStop. They had, believe it or not, the other game. Okay, ignore the price. It's not that price. It's actually $21.97. It's a bit up, but freaking GameStop. But it's the other one, Bony Spirit. No, it's not the third version. It's not Yellow Pokemon Yellow, Emerald, Platinum, Z. Okay, there's no Z, but you got the idea. So it's the other version, Bony Spirit. Yeah, I got the last copy. If it's cheap, it's a gutted game. But if it works, I'll get gutted games when it's under $20 or maybe close to it. But yeah. So same deal. So why do I buy both? I don't know. It's like the Pokemon syndrome. I heard you can do like exchange, like a Vita Pokemon. So yep. So Bony Spirit, Fleshy Soul. Of course, the third one is something Spectre, Spooky Spectre. I have no idea. That was the latest one, but these are like, the older one. But, just good to collect. They're locked. So, another one from Nintendo, but actually Square Enix, is another for 50% off for $40 to $20. Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King. played it for the PS2, pretty good. Might as well get it for the 3DS. Again, Square Enix, but my dear God, just like that glare. So again, Nintendo. I bought the second one, the seventh one also, Dragon Quest 7. I did play it. It's a remake, pretty good, but I didn't really get that far. It is what it is. So, can't show me. Yep, that's embarrassing, but whatever. So there you go. Cool. All right. So of course, those are Nintendo games. It's always rare for Nintendo to go in clearance, but hey, Target is awesome. So of course, other thing that I bought, and this is the one that I think I vouch for, cheap ass game. I think he said it, and Mario 64 also I think is this game. Well, two. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, Nintendo Select. Which, hey Nintendo, are you gonna do Nintendo Select for the rest of the Wii game, the Wii U game? Are you? No? Yes? No? How you have to let the retailer do the discount? Nintendo? No? No Nintendo Select? Anyway. Oops, sorry. There you go again. It's like I said, it's 50% off, so $10, maybe $20. I already have it for free, so like, dude, why are you buying them? Collection. That's it. I mean, come on, it's $10, dude. Come on. Am I gonna open this? Probably not, because the problem really is, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, is when you buy the digital version or the other version, if you say you buy both, the save file don't really interact. Like, there's two different save files. I'm not joking. Not Nintendo, but yeah, well, it's Nintendo Remix, the NES Remix. Yeah, I bought the digital. I got a gift for the physical. Yeah, the save file didn't work. I don't know. So yeah, and then another one is Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. Yeah, again $20 just for collection. I got it free from Club Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. Same deal. They're not that bad, guys. And then of course the last one is, I heard this game is good, 50% off. Yakuza Kiwami. Yeah. People said it's good. I'm gonna check it out. I did try to play Yakuza 3 for the PS3. Didn't really get too far. Wasn't really, not gonna get into it. Dead Soul was a different story actually, that one I like. It kind of reminds me of Gears of War, so I know, bro, shooter, bro. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it out. Not bad. So yeah, those are, post Black Friday deals on Target. So if you go to your local Target, maybe you'll get lucky. So yeah, with that, thanks for watching. Yes, folks, what you saw is basically true. So credit to Go Nintendo for actually reporting that in certain Five Below, they're starting to sell certain 3DS games for $5 that is published by Nintendo. So $5, Nintendo game published. Let's just say that Nintendo has a history of not really putting them to a Nintendo Select version, like $20 or less. They kind of take a long time. That's always been their thing, because they kind of believe that the games are really good because it's Nintendo. You know the story about it. So with that, so probably the question here is, did I buy it too? And let's just say yes. I bought 3 of them. So I bought The Legend of Zelda Triforce Zero sealed. So there you go. You can see it's so sealed for $5. And I think this one also does not have, unfortunately, amiibo support, but whatever. But you can play online with your friends. But it's basically another version of Four Swords. And there you go. Pretty one game, highly for $5. Of course, any Nintendo game, published Nintendo game, is very recommended. So of course, the other game that I also bought that you saw in the video is the first yokai watch for $5. Developed by Level 5, of course, once again, published by Nintendo, only in the United States. You kind of know the reason why. And of course, it's based on, well, it's about capturing yokai than Pokemon. And the best part here is Katie is actually a main character, not a secondary character like in the anime. She's a main character, the female version of Nate. And yes, I play the game. It's fun, and I'll explain later why weird it may be I bought this. Again, it's sealed, but yeah, Katie, main character, no secondary character. I hope the reboot, that's all about it. That's all I want to know. If the reboot, she's also the main character, hey, I don't care. And then the best one is Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer Amiibo support, yet there is no online for whatever reason. And the best part here is you get a free amiibo card, at least one. Do you need an amiibo card to really have the optimized fun of this game? Not really. You can actually call animals resident in this game, so don't worry about that part. And of course, you can also use certain amiibo and they'll become animal resident there. So, but again, yeah, for $5, who can't deny that? Too bad there's no online, but there's amiibo there. It's a spot pass, but I don't know if it's supported as of right now. So the question probably you're asking why I bought this, and this. Yes, I already bought this before a long time ago. So I bought this game at GameStop, the last copy, quote unquote, gutted game, for $20. And of course, you went to Target. I saw it for not $5. Heck no, that's Five Below. It was like $11, but $5. Come on, you can't deny that. Happy Home Designer, bought it at full price because I like Animal Crossing. I like the amiibo card, and then also the one I bought came with a Wi-Fi NFC because I have the old 3DS before I bought the new 3DS XL. Of course, I like amiibo. I'd like to use them, especially in Smash Brother. That's the reason why. And it's good for also display. And again, why? $5 sealed, cool. And then this one also, I bought this one for $20 at GameStop. Kind of see the hit there. Got it also. But again, when it comes to $20 in Nintendo game, hey, I buy them because chances are they're going to be fun. So why am I buying this again? Well, first, just like Star Fox Zero, it's $5. Who cannot deny $5? Second, display reason, yes. You've seen people do it. I want to do it someday. So for display reason, I'll just put them on display because they're shiny, they're new, and they're $5. Yes, I know I'm weird, but you know what can you say? This is what happens when you're a Nintendo fan. So yeah, there you go. Interesting. So it might be lucky in your local Five Below. Check it out. If you don't have this game, $5 can't really beat that. So with that, I'll see you guys later.